So viewers, you may be wondering and watching this and you're like, what the heck does this have to do with training for Dopey? Hey yo, welcome viewers. And what is this, J. Crow?
Dopey Training for Slackers.
Season 2 premiere. We're working on our third Dopey. The first one we actually trained. Second one, I barely trained. The third one, I'm gonna barely train even more. So, as your training plans say, hey, let's go train. We're gonna show you what we're gonna do today. What can we expect today?
I'd say some intermittent fueling, some walking, probably some joking around more than actually training.
What?
None of that happens on this channel.
If you're looking for real runner advice, I'd like to point you to our friend Heather Jurgensen. Learn from her.
Yay.
And joined with us on this run, we have... Are you running Dopey?
No, not, no.
If registration opens up?
Maybe. If a spot just came down from the sky and fell into my lap, I'd do it.
Oh, okay. And also we have our race announcer, resident race announcer, and karate dancing expert, M to the Kelsey.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, so what can you offer on this Dopey Training for Slackers as being like one of the least slackery people of the slackers?
This is just gonna be an easy run for me today, I think. I put in some miles yesterday.
She ran yesterday.
I actually did. I went to the gym and I ran on the treadmill.
I did not.
You can expect some sarcastic comments and some jokes and some complaining about the heat and the sun, which happens in Texas a lot. So that's what you can get from me today.
Okay. And also, finally, we have someone who is registered for Dopey. Can you introduce yourself?
What are y'all doing here?
I don't know. What are you doing? What is your name? Please state your name.
My name is Linz Reed. I don't know why you're in this parking lot right now, because this is where I train for Dopey. This is where I learned how you start training for Dopeys. You hang out in this parking lot. So
yeah,
this is a little weird that we're all in the same place at the same time.
Are you really here? Is this a camera trick?
This is real. That actually happened.
Okay.
Yeah, but, are you following me?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there a restraining order against you?
I will call Billy
that?
and Jody, who are retired lawyers. Okay. Actually, this is bomb that I get to be here to train with my coaches for season 2, well, I didn't finish the marathon, but that was because of them. So I decided, marathon DNF, what's the most logical thing to do? Dopey Training.
Dopey Training for Slackers.
Sign up for Dopey the next year.
Yeah, so. And potential clients, this is part of the Hexaplatinum Club Run Slackers, where she paid for her own airfare to come here.
I actually did.
And we are going to train one-on-one. We're going to assess her gait, her cadence.
Brilliant. And
how well she intermittently fuels.
I can promise you I will impress you with that.
We are going to start off this Dopey training so appropriately with a donut feast. So come join us.
Slacker camp.
All right, slackers. We got some apple fritters.
These are
got some
great donuts.
apple fritters, blueberry fritters, some plain donuts. I got some cake donuts.
Oh, you guys got the assortment.
This is because I haven't eaten anything today and I need something in my system. So here we go.
I'm not shy.
30 rock.
Be so hungry, be so hungry.
All right, Linz Reed, this is apple fritter. We're glazed to perfection, and
just
so
like
are
my
your intestines.
I can even just feel that it's a beautiful apple fritter.
I did too.
All right, I'm gonna try and do halfsies perfectly, so Jared
the whole thing.
still likes me.
I benefit from it.
There you go. Oh, that's like perfect. All right.
The sweet spot.
Cheers.
Cheers.
2, 3, 4.
That's good. That's really good. I want to run with these a lot. You can't put this in a fanny pack though, because it's so soft and perfect.
I did put one. It was a day older.
Okay. That's really
Let it go a little hard.
I am getting a Slacker historical tour, because right now I am literally standing in the parking lot.
Eating an apple fritter.
Eating an apple fritter! Standing in the parking lot, eating an apple fritter, which is bomb, by the way. AM Donuts, is that?
Endorsement implied.
Endorsement implied. This California girl says I might fly back for the donuts alone. But this is literally where my first training video that you guys made for me was filmed, where I watched you and thought, this is how I'm gonna learn how to run a marathon.
Back when you were a stranger on the internet.
I was just a stranger on the internet. We didn't know for sure if I was a weirdo or not, and we at least discovered that I was a tolerable weirdo. Worth hanging out with you guys. So this is stop 1 on the Slacker historical tour. I'm excited to see other things like the loop you guys sometimes run on, sometimes walk on. I saw the hill in front of the stadium, and I remember the time that Michelle and Jez ran up the hill. You guys stayed on the bottom. That was cool. You know, everyone has their place, and people need to make sure that all the sidewalks are accompanied on their journeys. So that was good. This is exciting.
Hey guys, anyone need to offset the sweet with some seasoned dipper cracklins?
Yeah, is that a chicharrones?
Bought it at Maverick yesterday.
Chicharrones. They're not as light and fluffy as I'm used to them. Dude.
Yeah, they're a little. These are hearty and
They're
spicy.
spicy.
You just killed M. Kelsey with your spice.
I didn't grab one. I'll be leading the pack.
They're pretty spicy.
They're not around here.
I can taste the pig.
Oh my god. Well,
So true story here. We're about to run on our first Dopey Training. I'm like, why does my knee feel like this? I just need to stretch it. It's like, what are you doing? I am training for Dopey. That's what I'm doing, knee. So if you ever eat donuts right before you start running, the first time you start running, you're like, what am I doing? I feel something still jiggling around in my stomach. But what you do is you just push through it and keep going. That's the important part of intermittent fueling.
If I have a Diet Coke,
Yeah,
tummy gets rumbly.
yeah. Doesn't Jeff Galloway, the other JG, run with a Coke?
You're the only JG.
So how are you feeling with the food right now?
Really, I'm actually quite good. I had a large coffee with mine, so I'm fueled and caffeinated. Winning combination. It's a beautiful day out here, Storybook Capital America.
Okay.
And Lindsay's here. So.
Woo! This is the first time any of us are actually running with Lindsay Reed.
Here it is.
True.
It's at the speed of a brain pacemaker, so it's different. But how does it feel so far? What's it like to run with me?
It's good.
There's a lot more walking.
You're my kind of runner.
What are your thoughts and feelings?
You know, I ate quite a bit yesterday. I know today is gonna be ridiculous. So I'm just ready to burn enough calories for one milkshake. So running inclines is important, especially for Dopey, because there are no really big inclines at Disney World. Maybe after the Contemporary, as you're running up that hill. That's about it. That's steeper than this. But if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball. So keep that in mind, because that had nothing to do with anything. Please do the honors. Woo!
I'm intimidated.
I was gonna say that exact same thing.
But Justin's the instructor. I'm just a Padawan.
That was well thrown jab. Or was it a cross? Cross.
Oh,
The form. What is a proper form? Because good cross training.
Depends. Left foot forward, right is a cross. Right
cross
foot
or right?
forward, left is a cross.
Karate dancing is going to be a recurring theme for Dopey Training for Slackers Season 2. I think it's a good, fun opportunity to cross-train your body, because Jay Crow is a certified fitness instructor.
Yeah, you are.
Kind of a big deal.
Health coach.
Fitness professional.
We never run this fast.
Like ever. Oh, there's a car.
We're like a pack of wolves running through West Texas neighborhoods.
When we are running, it's running.
Are you training us, or are we training you?
If you want to learn how,
You need a refund on your Hexaplatinum.
the Hexaplatinum membership and training from you all is priceless. And I'm merely training you to run a 15-minute mile with no character stops. Because that's how it works when you run like this.
We are all characters here.
Our vehicle is full of characters.
We're characters. Link above. Like a pack of gazelles running through the African savannah, getting our speed work in. Am I gonna run an 8:30 pacer in the marathon? Heck no.
Okay, we're done.
Everyone's feeling donuts and pork rinds right now,
Oh yeah.
but that is important. It's like you know that scene in Abyss where the old 80s movie where they're putting the helmet on the dude with water in it, like getting used to breathing underwater. I'm not sure if this is totally accurate. That's kind of like how it is with intermittent fueling. Intermittent fueling is an overarching theme in all these videos because we have to eat to live.
True.
So you just got to get used to that. You got to always get used to that donut being in your stomach.
That's right. And I don't run to eat donuts. I run because it's fun to run at Disney. I will eat donuts regardless of whether I'm exercising or not.
Kelsey's going strong though.
Yeah, she is.
Hey guys, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
When you have that feeling in your lungs, in your chest, that's like, oh my gosh, what is going on? What does that mean? Does that mean you're like running hard? Is that what it means?
You're inhaling happiness.
Yeah. That's something we don't do a lot in our training, run hard. But when we add another person in here,
Y'all still finish
runs-
faster than I do.
faster intervals. Ooh, we hit 1 mile. It's right on pace. Like you said, Linz.
Telling ya.
Yet I am tired. I may be sore after this.
Basically, it's just doing fartleks the entire way.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah?
well, didn't finish the marathon, but my longest training run was 24 miles. It's just like 24 miles of fartleks. It's fun.
This is what it's like to feel free and run into the wind. Has it been a minute yet? When you get these tough fartleks, you gotta fuel like pretty often. So,
Melty donut.
pocket donut.
In your pocket.
Hydrate. Sir. There you go.
Fuel of champions. Running with Linz Reed. We're getting this done faster than if she wasn't here.
Just look at my watch like, man, we're already here?
I think that's how we get our content. I just fill up time because I don't want to run.
Jared's like, oh, let's stop
Yeah.
so I can film.
Oh yeah, let's talk about this thing, and then
And really,
like,
it's just like, oh God, we gotta stop.
Well, we can't deprive
Yeah.
the viewers of content.
I know. What kind of content do you have, Linz Reed?
Okay, let me think. I can tell you that food in Texas is delightful.
You don't even know yet.
No, we're gonna have to drive you.
Wait till tonight.
Yes.
Meet-a-palooza.
GoPro 2020 segments for HJ. I typically show up late for these runs. The other slackers kind of make fun of me for that behind my back apparently. But I was late today because I got sucked into a Screen Rant Facebook post discussing the age of one Ahsoka Tano. And
Yeah, we got a long break potentially.
I got sucked into that long enough that it's about 10 minutes late today, but it was worth it because I know she was 36 years old.
This is for you, Adam. We're trail running. She's going. She's going.
Whoa. You're going fast.
5:10, y'all. 5:10. 5:10. Sign me up for Boston.
It's hot.
I just looked at my watch. And even though right now it says 15:55, 16:05, 16:30, 16:50, 17:25, it did say 5:10 at one point.
What'd that feel like for you?
I felt like an Olympian.
Yes, you are.
Felt like
sir.
a gold medal, even though that's slower than Olympic pace.
I think your watch just told you what pace we're at overall.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, but there's nothing to be ashamed about. You
Nope.
pace.
No.
because 1 mile is still 1 mile.
Yeah.
Whether you do it in 3 minutes or 28. Doesn't matter. Have I had 28-minute miles at Disney? Of course I have. Buzz Lightyear is a long line at Disneyland. Oswald is the long line at Hollywood Studios.
Truth. Now, since we're starting Dopey Training for Slackers Volume 2, what wisdom from starting Dopey Training for Slackers Volume 1 are you bringing with you?
I think is the whole thing is to PR in fun.
Okay.
If you don't do that, then it's not fun.
What was the most surprising thing you learned from your first season of coaching?
First season of coaching, I learned that if you set your mind to anything, you can eat it. So that is the most important thing. Because if am I gonna go to Oga's the night before the marathon?
Yes.
Probably. Will that hamper anything? Probably not. I didn't feel it last time.
Now let's say the day of the race, Carissa comes to you in your corral, hands you a plaque
Yeah.
to honor your work and your courage. What do you want the plaque to say?
I want to say I did not fear any food item. Even if a plate of raw onions were put in front of me,
Ooh.
and you said, this is your fuel for the next day, that's all we have left at Disney Place.
Okay.
I will dip it in something and eat it if it's available.
Barbecue sauce?
Barbecue sauce, ketchup,
Mustard?
Grey Poupon, Whataburger spicy ketchup,
How about the melted glaze from the donut you just ate?
melted glaze from the donut's good.
How is the glaze?
Any remoulade, Béarnaise sauce,
Ooh.
any of the mother sauces, I can do that. I'm talking too much, I need a cough. It's not the convid. I'm like stretching out my glutes for the first time in forever.
For the first time in forever.
It's tiring running with Linz. Gosh. So guys, the Slackers just decided we're gonna stop at a 5K and not do a 4-miler. But we said a 5K. I just hit 3 miles. An 18-minute 3rd mile. All right guys, that's the end of our training run, a little bit over a 5K. This is not over. This whole day is episode 1 of season 2. And what are you pointing at? Ooh, look. It's a blue jay. I'm gonna name you. Why can't I think? What's that guy's name that got punched by Rugnet Odor?
Oh.
Bautista.
Yes.
Jose Bautista. But I will not punch. I will not.
Don't punch a bird.
I will not punch a bird. I don't like birds. There's a video called "I Don't Like Disney Birds." Link above.
So how you feeling about your first run for Dopey Training for Slackers? Season 2?
It's kind of hard to run with you.
What's your favorite part?
I don't know if I'll commit to running anything over 5K with you. At this point, I know I can get used to it. And I think we're gonna get some coffee now, which sounds really good.
What could go wrong?
So let us go get some coffee, everyone.
Coffee for the win.
Before we head to coffee, M. Kelsey has procured a gift for our California guests.
A few Texas things for our friends. I bestow on you some Texas things.
Oh my god!
I haven't had most of this.
But it's probably amazing.
It's probably great.
It does taste the Texas.
It
Chewy
does have
pralines.
taste of Texas. So there's pralines in there. There's some snackies, some popcorn, some beef jerky.
Absolute.
Did you know I eat food? I love food. I love.
Well, and there's more.
What?
So
Stop
everything
it.
that I wanted
Yeah.
was not in there. So I had to get a couple of extra things. And you can't come to Texas without getting a double and Dr.
Oh, original.
The original.
With a pure, real sugar.
Oh my gosh.
And if you'll recall in the So You Wanna Run Dopey video, there was mention of some giant beef jerky. And I knew exactly what J. Crow's and Jar Rocks and Spoon were talking about because I had seen it at the store myself. So I went back to the store. I couldn't find it. But because of the internet, we have 2 giant pieces of beef jerky that are the size of my torso. If you
Boomer's
can.
Big Bite.
Yes,
Like a
2
belt.
flavors. Yeah, it's
I
like a belt.
I needed a new running belt.
You can braid it and put it on your wrist.
I have my mantra bracelet.
You do.
You all should come to Abilene, Texas, storybook capital of the world, if you ever have the opportunity, viewers. It is a pretty elite club because it's Slacker Nation, right? And not everyone gets into Slacker Nation,
Yeah,
right?
and just because if you come here, you may not get this because you're not Lindsay Reed.
Okay. Also, I'm wonderful, but these people are wonderful. Thank you, Slackers. I've never felt more at home.
Post-run fueling because we ran a 5K. Lavender iced brew. It's good. It's really good. Strong and
Like your
fruity.
run?
Strong and fruity.
Like your run?
What is that?
Honey pecan bagel bombs, bagels, cream
looks
cheese
like
inside, balmy, delicious.
You are licking your knife.
Yes, I am. I have the breakfast sandwich with egg, avocado, Havarti
Really
cheese,
good.
and ham.
Avocado.
Oh, Californian! California in the house.
Bagel bomb time for Jake Rowe. Bacon, jalapeno, and plenty of butter.
Protein in there.
Yum.
You ordered for us, so.
Cinnamon roll and a green chili quiche. Because I went to Whataburger the other day and they didn't have green chili double. I'm like, what the heck? So green chili right here.
Write a letter to corporate.
Puff and puff.
That's why we brought you here.
Oh, that's a good wolf.
Lindsay Reed.
I have a lot of thoughts and feelings right now. Turns out the storybook capital of America / the world has contributed a beautiful garden with quotes of inspiration upon the benches so that should you need strength and hope in a world that is broken and unsure, you can come to Abilene, Texas, sit upon this bench, ponder the quote that is underneath your butt, and you will find inspiration and be able to face the darkness that needs to be, have a light shined upon it, shone upon it, and all will be well.
So, what hand did you have in procuring this place?
So I've been a board member for the Abilene Cultural Affairs Council, currently board president. So just going to meetings mainly. I did paint many of these trussels.
By yourself, or
Trussels.
did you tell people to paint it?
We had help. I did very little. Trusses. People were told, but not by me necessarily. This is Wilbur.
Wilbur, some pig.
Some pig.
Some pig.
If you look strategically, you may or may not see Charlotte
Oh,
somewhere.
Charlotte, terrific. I like that. That's cool. This is Meredith's worst nightmare right here.
Justin, what are your hopes and dreams right now?
This sucker keeps growing, and that one day we have a storybook half marathon here in our fine city.
You heard it here first, friends.
We've been working on it, but since I'm in charge, very little has been done. And that's actually very true.
Oh, look, Justin Crow on there. Inscribed in metal. In metal.
We'll be there forever.
Justin and Lindsay Crow. The J Crows and the L Crows.
Welcome. Be there for all eternity.
Oh.
That's what it's all about right there, viewers. Come to Abilene, stay in a hotel. Let's get some interest for the Storybook Capital of America Half Marathon that we hope to host one of these years when I'm no longer in charge.
Yeah, and you get to meet the Slackers if you haven't already,
Approved.
because this is all relevant to Dopey Training for Slackers Season 2.
I feel more in touch with the battles and the stories and the losses and glories, and now that I've arrived in Abilene, I know I'm living my happily ever after. So, come to Abilene, storybook capital of the world.
All right, now join us on our next adventure where, guess what? We're gonna eat some food.
Yes! Woo!
All right, guys, it's time for lunch. Rock and Rollers, endorsement implied. The L Crows exists.
Virtual hug.
This is Lindsay Reed's first topo.
Yes, big deal.
M. Kelsey's not had one either.
She's still holding it.
She's abstaining right now.
It's the definition of refreshment.
Okay.
When it first hits the back, it's just that feeling of refreshment that you don't get from soda or even straight water.
Okay.
So I think it's going to elicit some very strong thoughts and feelings. Pellegrino, to me, just doesn't have the same bite in the carbonation. It's almost like they add extra carbonation to this Whereas Pellegrino has enough where it's like, ooh, it's a little bubbly. This is like
This is like a smoother kind of carbonation too. It doesn't hit you in the face. I
Okay.
think the flavor is better.
One of the drawbacks, though, is that with the added carbonation, I tend to belch a lot.
All right. So thank you for establishing my future story.
and we do allow it.
Okay, good.
Link above with burpees.
Yes, yes. Don't do burpees after drinking one.
Red flash for the win.
Red flag.
All right.
Flash.
Salt okra on us.
Oh yeah.
Does have a bite.
It's got a bite to it.
Yeah, that is a good carbonating experience. What's the approach for biting into this beautiful, beautiful event?
You just get after it.
Yep. That's the approach.
Okay.
I usually like to cut my burgers in half, but
Yeah.
you know,
This one kind of
look at that. The bacon is beautiful.
It's like oozing. All right, I'm gonna get after it.
Get after
Any final like wisdom or thoughts?
Just be prepared for your life to change forever.
It's a good life.
You've been waiting for this moment for a while. I hope you are not disappointed.
I've been waiting for this since Dopey Training for Slackers Volume 7.
I don't know.
Intermittent fueling? I think, yeah, that was
We
it.
came here after that one.
I'm the resident Charax and Spoon historian.
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna try to do this and remain dignified, and but
Good luck with that.
okay. It's a beautiful moment.
So my friend,
Food can change everything. All right. Oh, wow. We all should move to Abilene.
Tiny.
Oh my god. It's like creamy, crunchy, spicy. Sadness is over.
Just had a little cast member engagement with rock and roller people. They told me that they are now perfecting their bacon here on site. So they've learned how to bake it. We all agreed the bacon was a step up today.
Agreed.
I didn't know that burger could get better. It got better. So excellent.
And that's like everyone. If you don't believe you can get better, you can. Believe in yourself. Campaign updates. Campaign update. So we're here at Lytle Lake. Captain candidate Justin Crow is going to, speaking of, he's right here. Excuse me, candidate Justin Crow.
Yes.
What are we doing today?
So we're gonna get out on the water that's controlled by the Lytle Lake Water Control and Improvement District, just so we can get a hands-on view of what we're doing out here, why we're campaigning so hard, and why we're gonna change the world. So, should be good.
All right.
Crow fly.
Let the crow fly.
So here we go. We're gonna get on our boat, not Penny's boat. So we're gonna expand our nautical horizons right now with Captain Crow. This is the first boat I've gotten in since Navi Room Journey.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
We're about to get aboard, but the first rule of boating is boater safety.
Yep.
Ask who took boater safety my freshman year of high school.
Really?
Me.
There you go.
Why was I in that class? Because I was in an art class I wasn't supposed to be in, and I took boater safety. I also learned deer hunting safety.
Yeah, you did.
Land ho!
This is happening.
This is happening.
This is why we endorse Captain Crow.
Captain Crow.
Captain Crow. Any words for us?
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
All right.
Who's the first mate?
Jed.
It's probably M. Kelsey. Who's
I can do whatever he tells me to do.
You are the most aquatic.
We do have a jet ski,
There you go.
but I can't do the backing in the water thing. That is not my job.
I can barely back up my own car. I can't back up into a parking spot. That's one of my shortcomings in life.
Y'all ready?
J. Crow,
Yes.
pretty much everything the light touches is your kingdom, right? November, let the crow fly, because we want this to be his kingdom here. Viewers, for your vote. I'm doing well. I'm happy with the speed. I feel like the pig in the back seat of the car in that Geico commercial.
this morning, and I'm in the back of the J. Crow's Boat Crow 2020. So friends, you should all be so lucky to befriend the slackers. I pray and hope that someday you are in the back of J. Crow's boat, drinking delightful beverages with amazing people. The membership fee is high. It is daunting.
I am glad you mentioned the membership fee because there is one.
It's worth every penny. I just added to my Disney debt account. This is basically my Disney debt. So thank you for letting me pay to be your friend. I look forward to many, many beautiful years of transactional friendship. Amen.
All right. Thank you for being such a loyal customer. Amen. Thank you, Captain Crow.
To the crow!
Captain Crow, thank you for your service.
What a pleasure.
I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves.
This is why we vote Crow, people.
That's right. It's moments like these when I really feel like I'm doing this for the people
Make a memory.
and me.
Left and right.
Mainly me.
Showing off Abilene.
So viewers, you may be wondering and watching this and you're like, what the heck does this have to do with training for Dopey? What does this all of this have to do with training for Dopey?
What it has to do is just as we are standing by a lake that's full of water and opportunity, training for Dopey is what is most important is to stand before the lake of your heart and discover what is inside of you, like fish, snakes, or reeds, as the case may be, that will empower you to move through Dopey in such a way that your exterior would be placid waters of success. It's my take. I don't know about you. What do you think this has to do with Dopey?
Well, I think it's about training your mind to do things that hasn't accomplished. Like, I have never caught a fish in my life. If you watch the regatta run video, link above, I say that in the video. But we have here, yeah, never caught a fish. Ooh. So we have our friend, fellow slacker M. Kelsey here, is going to try to catch fish.
Perfect cast like in a Goofy movie.
I have caught fish before, but I have not been to this lake before, so we're just gonna see what happens.
Perfect cast. Let's
Here
do
we go.
this.
Oh, see?
Woo! That was perfect.
That was not good.
Oh, was it?
There was
Oh,
a
it
tree
was-
up there.
It was perfect.
And
It
this is gonna
was in the
happen.
ground. See? Just like if your first smile is not good and you feel like you're stuck in a tree,
There's some bait.
There you
you
go.
keep going. You keep
I
going.
have to go down.
M. Kelsey with the perfect cast.
That was
Woo!
see what it does first.
Look at that. Look at that ripple in the lake. I feel like I'm watching a movie
There's a fish jump out there.
starring River Phoenix. Lynn's Reed is about to cast her fishing thing in the first time in several years. Yep. You're about to cast a fishing pole thing into the agua.
Wow, multilingual.
Yeah, multilingual channel.
Okay, so
Subscribe. Oh, you cast it right there. Right there. It counts. I think just like with anything like Dopey, there's a lot of unknowns. You're like Elsa going into the unknown. But when you, very nice.
Thank you.
When you hit that registration button and hopefully it didn't say sold out. I'm sorry, too soon?
Not too soon.
You're casting out your line into the unknown, especially if this is your first time. But with me being my third time, I know what's gonna happen. Actually, I don't, because the weather might be totally crappy.
What's gonna happen though?
I don't know. You're gonna run a lot of miles and you're gonna do a lot of things. But when you hit pay now on the registration, you're casting out your line into the ether and you don't know what's gonna bite or what you're gonna bring back. You may bring back one less toenail. You may bring back some shin splints, or God forbid a fracture in your ankle or something like that. But you're casting your line, you never know what's gonna come back, and you are going to have a good time. You might catch a barracuda or a piranha. If you catch a piranha, quit there. What other thing is there to catch besides a shark?
What's the best thing you could catch at Dopey?
A cold. You can catch the Run Disney crud, which I've caught before. Wasn't the convid. Of course, many of us were at Princess while the convid was running rampant in China.
No one knew.
It's way over across the sea. So you never know what you can catch, but you can catch many things. Many of them could be beautiful things. So I encourage you, I implore you to throw your line out there. Amen. Captain Crow has turned into Chef Crow.
Grill master.
Yes. Ooh, look at that apron.
Yeah. Does this apron make me look fat?
That's Boba Fett for you guys who don't know.
Don't know. May or may not be in Mandalorian season 2. Let's see. Might be a rumor.
We'll see.
He's not a Mandalorian, by the way. It's a clone.
All right, we are assembling a kitchen sink. Surprise! Emma Kelsey, thank you for procuring the ingredients for this thing.
Absolutely. This is going to be my first experience with it.
I am pretty excited right now.
Okay. So
All right, we're here at the sous chef station with Linz Reed.
We are ready to slice up some pastry things.
Very good job. I love
you.
the form of cutting bananas.
I did pretty well, don't you think?
I think so.
What's your favorite part about how I cut the bananas?
I think how they're round.
hot fudge, butterscotch, peanut butter topping in the bottom.
So how much are you putting in there?
A whole can.
A whole can! You want to carry it over there?
Yeah.
Do you have siren lights in your house, guys?
Wait.
The kitchen sink is here, guys. There's 7 of us here. That's 4 bowls a person.
Ooh, those are perfect. Yeah, that's how you end the day right there.
I'm Dopey ready.
Ooh. Good job, M. Kelsey.
Yes. All right, who's next? After a tremendous dinner, I will encourage all of you to enroll in the Slacker Friendship Club. Only $15,000 a month for membership.
Or Camp Slacker.
Oh, Camp Slacker. Yeah. But the Slacker Club is membership all year round. It's not just summer camp.
Yeah.
So, but the reason why is because these people are incredible chefs. And I had one of the best steaks I've had in my life here. But they're my friends, not yours. So now, meeting a kitchen sink, and the final spot for friendship is closed. And I apologize to everyone who can't enjoy this happiness. Cheers. It's a beautiful
It's a
steak.
beautiful table, guys.
Yeah.
As we say.
This is good, guys.
So, Chef Crow, lead us out.
This is table serve style.
Yeah.
Abilene,
Signature dining.
Signature dining in Abilene. So it's been a great welcome to Abilene, Linz Reed Day. We interacted with the mayor. We ate all kinds of things. We sort of ran. Now we're about to eat a bunch of ribeye steaks and sides from all kinds of culinary institutes in our fine city. So remember to vote Crow, and remember to like, subscribe, and remember to tell your mom.
about this.
Amen.